When it all started back in January, I could see two groups of people. We had one group of people, which were mostly our Chinese friends and colleagues, that were very sensitive to the topic. They were reading all the news reports from China and were talking to their families every day. So they have been much more aware of the situation than our European friends. And I think all of my colleagues, even the European ones also, were much more sensitive to the topic, because our HR did a great job to keep us informed and to send us face masks and protection gear. So I think also our company did a great job in keeping us informed and bringing us up to date and taking care that everybody is safe. I think until now, no one of our European team got infected by the virus. So I think this is also thanks to our great team that we have here. And the other group I could see were our European friends that thought the virus is far away and it will never come here. But I also must say that their opinion and attitude and behaviors changed very quickly. We can now see people wearing gloves when they go shopping. Most of the people are wearing gloves now. And we also can see many people now wearing face masks, which was very unusual before. You've never seen anyone wearing masks outside of a hospital, or maybe your dentist was wearing a mask, but everything inside. But this behavior changed, and also people are now really practicing social distancing. If you walk outside on the street, people will keep 1.50 m distance from you, and they will remind you if you don't. Trust me, we've experienced that. So I think a lot of things changed. It is very difficult right now to get face masks and sanitizer, and I guess, well, you know, that's also complicated to get toilet paper at that time. But things will become better.
Hey, so I usually live in a small village around Frankfurt, so it's always quiet, so there's not a big change. But I'm now in Frankfurt today because I have something to do here. And as you can see, there are almost no people around me. And this is one of the biggest changes, because this is the city center of Frankfurt. And you can see it's empty. It more feels like a Sunday afternoon rather than like a busy Monday morning. So I guess it has quite a few impacts, the current situation, on our life here in Germany. But you can also see in the background here that people on the construction sites are still working. I can see some delivery people, and I also can see that the drugstores and the pharmacies still are open. Here I'm in front of one of our drugstores here in Germany, and you can see the notes which say only 40 people allowed inside the shop. And well, I guess you already heard that there's no more toilet paper, and also no more disinfection, and you can see that. So they posted a sign, sorry, no more toilet paper. But what really surprises me is that the people inside the store, the sales staff, they don't wear any masks. It's quite a big surprise, given that they are, well, in touch with a lot of people.
I think, as I mentioned earlier, we're just not accustomed to see people wearing face masks outside of hospitals or your dentist's office. Now everybody should realize that wearing a mask is not to protect yourself, it's actually to protect others. And I think this is something people now realize, and this is something that will change, which I think is a good thing. I think discrimination in any way is unacceptable. Nobody should be discriminated because where they are from or if they wear a mask or not. I think it's great. I really think it's great that China helps Europe right now. I think it's great that help does not stop at any borders. or cultures for that matter. I think that is really cool. It's something I hope to see much more once the situation in Europe gets more stable. I hear a lot of people around me saying that European countries should help each other more than they do right now. But I like to think about it more as they mentioned in those security videos in airplanes. They always tell you, put on your own mask first before you help others to put on their masks. And I think right now we're in Europe, we are in exactly that situation where every country tries to put on their own mask first. And luckily China already is in a situation where they already put on their oxygen mask and are now able to help others. And I think many people here in Europe appreciate that. And there are many Chinese companies donating medical supplies to European hospitals and to European embassies in China. Tencent is just one of them, and 2 weeks ago we already delivered some face masks and medical gear to hospitals in northern Italy. And I think this support, this global support, is great.
Internet and technology are always very important. From the beginning, the internet was made to connect people and to share information, even over long distances. And since its beginning, the internet evolved so much beyond its initial use, but its original purpose always stayed the same: to share information and to connect. And right now we can see how useful the power of the internet is for all of us. It's the best way to stay connected with each other. It's the best way to enable a remote education for our children. And it's also the best way to get information about the current situation, about the global situation, about the risks. And it's also a great place to get advice on how to behave, on how to stay safe, how to protect yourself and how to protect the people around you. It helps most of us to survive the time that we have to stay at home during social distancing or during those total lockdowns by providing platforms for our entertainment. And I mean, what could be better to spend the time right now in binge watching your favorite TV series or to play games online with your friends remotely? I think that's why the internet is really important, not only to educate people, but also to entertain people and to offer platforms to stay connected with your friends.